AEW have reportedly scrapped plans for MJF to turn face. An NXT star has commented on a potential CM Punk WWE return, and John Cena's WWE return has been announced. Stay tuned for all the deets. So, kicking things off with the news that AEW have reportedly scrapped plans for MJF to turn face. This one, it's been in the rumor mill, I guess, for a little while. There'd been some kind of indications that, maybe there's something happening. Many have spoken about it, of course, as we've just said, but a report from Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter has suggested that there were considerations to turning MJF face coming out of Full Gear, which, how do you turn that round?
Right, because, that was the pinnacle of all things heelish. He took the Dynamite Diamond ring. I guess.
What was he gonna do? Just kind of give a little cheeky look and be like, "Come on, guys,
sorry."
What was I gonna do?
I mean, I guess they would have just cut it short at him taking the Dynamite Diamond ring off and then throwing it away and beating Moxley clean. But it would have been very strange.
It would have been odd. I don't know if the world would have been able to keep moving.
Right? It's like death, taxes, and MJF being a heel. That's the three things.
Yeah, it was sort of like it all kind of came from the fact that MJF appeared from the outside to be toning down a lot of that stuff. But it's one of those things where I think that it will come. You know, there will be a day, I'd imagine, where we will have MJF because he's already so over, and he may as well be a face in certain regards, because he's just he's an anti-hero.
I mean, loads of people wanted to cheer him after All Out.
Yeah, when
he returned and he did that the sort of fake heel turn or face turn.
There's not a better heel in the business today. There's not a better bad guy. I don't.
Yeah, it's him and Reigns, right? And even now, Reigns, it's sort of like, is he really a heel? Because again, people really like him. MJF, he has so much potential as a face. There is so much potential for a face run in MJF, because we've seen him do a lot of things as a heel now.
Yeah,
give us a little
smidge of something else.
It's just weird. Like, as we said, how do you come out of Full Gear with him as a face and attacking Regal?
Well, as I said, I think it's something we will see down the line, but maybe now just isn't the right time for it. But moving over to the WWE side of the fence, we've got an update on Robert Roode's WWE return. Now, Bobby Roode's been out of action since June and recently underwent some very serious neck fusion surgery, which just sounds awful.
It's one of those surgeries that it's you can be out for a while.
Well, according to the Observer, he's set to be out of action from anywhere between 6 to 14 months, depending on the type of surgery he's received and the speed and of the recovery, and how well he recovers from that.
Yeah, it's one that it keeps you out for a long period of time, because you don't want to come back too quick from a neck injury.
Yeah,
you don't want to be taking bumps on it. Now, there's been numerous stars over the years get neck fusion surgery, and it sort of
changes the entire style of their flow, right?
Exactly. You've got to change up their style. Now, I feel like Robert Roode potentially works a style that maybe facilitates him being able to maintain that. He's got a more similar style to someone like Randy Orton than he does to, I don't know, Ray Phoenix. He's a wee bit safer in there, but 6 to 14 months is a massive gap.
He's somebody as well who I figured under the regime change would be, not quite strap the rocket to him immediately, but I figured that Robert Roode will see a little bit more than what we've seen him doing for the last, couple of years.
For how many years have people compared him to Triple H?
Yeah.
he cut his hair short in TNA. Triple H did it.
Yeah.
He comes back, he's doing the Triple H Reign of Terror in NXT.
Yeah.
It's a shame, because I feel like, as you mentioned, Triple H likely would have given him a wee push.
Fingers crossed, sending our best to Robert Roode in his recovery, but fingers crossed he is able to return seamlessly and get that little bit of
when he
push.
returns, it's going to be glorious.
It's going to be very glorious. I get it. You're very smart. Well, WWE are now reportedly also in talks for an all-new reality TV show. Total Divas. Total Bellas. No, what we're getting now is reportedly a show that's going to work between WWE and E, the entertainment network. And it's going to reportedly focus on legitimate wrestling couples. So this is another one from The Observer, reporting that some of the upcoming signings could potentially relate to that project if plans are finalized. One possible name that will be included is Matt Cardona, as Chelsea Green is reportedly already involved. And I think it's... Yeah, it's a pretty banging reality TV show idea. Wrestling is one of the most unconventional jobs in the world, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traveling, a lot of strain, and a lot of stress, but you have these power couples that just seems to be able to get through
it. Yeah. Like it feels like it could be a similar style to the Miz and Mrs. that we've already got.
How could I forget Miz and Mrs.?
Right. It's the number one reality show. Asterisk might not be, but it's up there. But it feels like we'll maybe see that sort of style, as it says, focusing on legitimate wrestling couples. Interesting that they might bring folk into the company for this purpose. For this purpose, not focus who they've already got. Yeah,
because tying into the next story, they could potentially, just bring in AJ Lee and then bring in CM Punk. Which has been sort of a bit of a stirry rumor.
Indeed.
Ever since Punk's been sharing images of his time in WWE on his Instagram story and everything that's happened with Punk and AEW. If you don't know what's happened
with CM Punk and
AEW, the entire last month has been. No, it's not even that. It's like the last few months.
It's
just been this fever dream of doom. But there's a lot of news out there. Go watch it. But NXT star Apollo Crews was reportedly. Asked, he was recently asked by Wrestling Inc. about CM Punk and the potential of him returning to the WWE fold, with the former Intercontinental Champion saying in response, "It's not that I wouldn't be happy or I wouldn't be upset. I don't know if I'd really feel any kind of way, honestly. It's nothing against him personally or anything, but I don't know. I think it'd just kind of be neutral. But again, extremely talented individual and only time will tell, right?" And Apollo Crews isn't
to me, that screams him genuinely not giving a single crap.
Yeah, it's like I don't think he's if anybody knows that CM Punk's going to be coming back to WWE, it's going to be like two people, surely. It's going to be Punk and a higher up, Triple H.
And that'll be
it's like, I guess it's a very general answer, but I think that, the potential there for Punk to return is mouth-watering, especially given what's been happening as of late and the entire situation coming out of All Out. But, it's one of those things where I think it can go one or two ways, and it's always going to lean more to the way that we're likely not going to see Punk back.
Yeah, so it's just interesting.
It's more that people would factor. Right? Yeah, that's it. But I think people would maybe factor more into the idea that Punk's going to probably not return.
I think that's the more likely scenario. Yeah. Certainly, if he returns to the WWE, unfortunately, I don't think they'd put him in NXT. So we might not see...
I would very much like that.
You like it, but I don't think we'll see Apollo Crews versus CM Punk anytime soon. I don't think Apollo Crews particularly cares.
No, I'm pretty sure he's got his own stuff going on right now. Now, we've got an update on John Cena's WrestleMania 39 status and his WWE return status, all of that good stuff. But John Cena's next WWE appearance has been set for the end of 2022, according to a story from Variety, which was later confirmed by WWE themselves. There's no word on what Cena will be doing on the SmackDown broadcast, because it'll be a SmackDown that he returns to. Big TV John.
Massive TV star John Cena.
He's sick of being on cinema screens. He just wants to be beamed into some homes on the weekly again.
Watch this just be via satellite. Hey, I'm here filming my latest film, and I can't wait to be here at SmackDown.
His most recent bout was a dark match at a SmackDown taping in September of 2021. And this SmackDown spot will mark Cena's second appearance with WWE in 2022, because he previously celebrated his 20-year anniversary of his debut on the June 27th edition of Raw. In that appearance, Cena noted that he is not done wrestling. It's something he's always very keen to point out. It's like, I'm not done.
Not tired.
There's other stuff going on. There's a lot of plates I'm juggling right now, but I will be back. So recent reports have noted that Cena was expected to be performing at WrestleMania 39 next year, likely in a match against Austin Theory, which has been teased
heavily
repeatedly.
Teased. I know they keep teasing it. Even the fact that Austin Theory is the US champion right now, it has little shades of John Cena's run as US champ.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, give us that match.
And you just know when they get in there, it's going to be just magic.
It'll be really good. Austin Theory's good. Like, so is John Cena.
Yeah.
Give us it, but apparently not.
No. So it seems that this might not be the case, as the report from the Wrestling Observer has left Cena's status in doubt, because Cena is currently scheduled to be in Australia in February and March of 2023 to film Ricky Stenicki, I think it's pronounced.
Ricky
Stenicki. Ricky Stenicki. That rhymes. An R-rated comedy starring Cena and Zac Efron, who's just tying himself to the wrestling world right now.
He's jumping full on in. He's Von Erich, and he's
built now. You may as well get him in for Mania. It's going to be in LA.
Have him wrestle.
Hell, if Cena's coming in on a private jet, he can just kidnap Efron, bring him with him, put him in a match.
I think you've...
What's he going to do? Say no?
Forget The Rock.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns versus Zac Efron. It's going to be the start of something new. I'm telling you right now.
Look, I think that it's one of those things where Cena could... Maybe, because the issue is when you look at films, there's a lot of insurance that goes into it. This is why, it's been brought up in the past in regards to The Rock, but he won't be able to do this because, insurance for a production, like if you're going to be shooting a film for like 8-9 months, and you see it with Tom Cruise, it happened with when he broke his foot.
He insures himself.
Yeah, when he broke his foot on the set of the last Mission Impossible film, they had to close production down completely until he could be mobile again, and so there's insurance involved with that in case anything happens. Obviously, if Cena's going to be in the middle of shooting something to then come back, and there's not that he would get injured, because
but there's always
that very, very minute chance that there could be even like a small injury,
especially if he's
that would
been
push
inactive.
Production back for like a couple of weeks, even at minimum.
Yeah, I mean, if he's been inactive for so long, which he has been, when you get back into the ring, you're more likely going to suffer an injury. I really hope he will be able to appear at WrestleMania.
It just turns out Ricky Stenicki is a film about wrestling. And he's just doing all of his training.
It's just a massive cover story, a ploy. It's not a real film. He's just getting in the ring.
You tune into Mania and it's like, welcome to Ricky Stenicki.
That's his new character.
Triple H has just got rid of the brand.
Gimmick change confirmed. Ricky Stenicki is wrestling at WrestleMania. No, that's not going to happen, maybe.
Well, hopefully it will. That is it for your second dose of lovely weekend bumper weekend, lovely weekend wrestling news. We may be back with a third video later on if there's any more news that breaks, but if not, have a wonderful weekend. We will catch you all next week.
See you then.
Bye bye.